Hi, story time again. Full disclaimer, there is no mention whatsoever of whitewater rafting in this story, although the River of Tears does come into play at some point. Once again, I am coming to you with full COVID beard. Isn't that lovely? Yeah, I look like something that crawled out from under a bridge. I look like Russ from Ozark. There's a reason I'm wearing a hat. I'll deal with it. I've been locked in a house for 2.5 months. Give me a fucking break. So, I cry at sad movies. Okay? I've always cried at sad movies. Lifelong affliction. I cried through the first 45 minutes of Up. And that was fairly recent, damn it. When I saw, what was it, Terms of Endearment. I remember seeing Terms of Endearment. I was going through a rough patch, life-wise at that point. I think my first marriage was coming unglued during that time. And I called in sick to work the next day. It just flattened me. When I saw Old Yeller as a kid, by the way, nobody should ever show Old Yeller to a child. That's a traumatizing experience. Why would you do that to a small child? Anyway, I saw it when I was like 7 years old, and it prompted my mother to call our family doctor and ask him if it was appropriate or even possible to sedate a 7-year-old. Yeah, it was that kind of experience. Anyway, sad movies, cry, lifelong thing. So this story happens about, 18 years ago or so. It's myself, my friend Sherry, who's the first friend that I made when I moved to Minnesota. And 22 years later, she's still my good friend. So I must not be all bad, right? And her daughter, Christina, who is a parent of her own right now, but at this point she's like 10, 12 years old. And she's a very sensitive child. Yes, a very, very sensitive child. They're lovely human beings. They truly are, both of them, and I'm honored to know them. So, it's a rainy Sunday afternoon, I think. I'm bored. It's nasty out. I'm on the phone with Sherry, and we decide we're going to get together, have a couple of cocktails, and watch a movie. Great. So I stop, I pick up a bottle of rum, I go to the video store, and as I'm on my way into the video store, my phone rings, and it's Sherry, and she says, "Can you pick up a movie for the kids?" I said, "Kids, plural?" She said, "Yeah, Christina's got a little friend over, and they want a movie to watch." "Okay, sure. What do you want to get?" "We'll pick something," she says. I'm not picking anything. I tell me what they want, and I will get it for them, okay? Muffled conversation on the other end of the phone. Answer comes back, "Get Bicentennial Man." Okay. So I go in, I get our film, I get I go to look for Bicentennial Man, and the fucking thing isn't there. Right? They're out of it. Open the flip phone, I'm going to call her back. It's a flip phone, okay? I'm in a video store, I am not getting reception. Son of a bitch. Okay, fine. I will find a film for the two 10-year-old girls. I have no idea what to get. I'm looking all over the place, and finally I stumble on my dog, Skip. And I thought, okay, this is cool, right? This will work. It's got a cute little dog. It's got Freddie Munoz, who's going to look like a fucking child until he dies. I get the film, I get in the car, I'm driving to Sherry's. Halfway there, I realize, oh, you dumb fuck. I got a boy and his dog movie for two young girls. Okay? What is the central theme? What is the thing that always happens in a boy and his dog movie? The dog never lives to see the end credits. Right? Ever. The dog is always dead by the end of the film. In this case, it's even worse because there's a subtext through the film about the dog not being allowed to sleep on the kid's bed. And the last shot in the film is the ghost image of the dog sleeping on the boy's bed forever. God damn it. You see? This is what happens. This is what happens. I'm going to cry just thinking about the fucking thing. So, it's too late now. At this point, I'm pulling up in the parking lot. So, I go in and we make a cocktail. Sherry and I never did get around to watching whatever the film was that I got for us. I don't even remember what it was at this point. So we're sitting at her kitchen table, which looks over the couch in the living room, over the back of the couch, and then to the far wall where the television is. Girls are sitting on the couch watching TV. We have a couple of cocktails. They pop in my dog, Skip. And I'm watching this film as it progresses. I kind of have to. I've got one eye on the film because I'm waiting for the waterworks to start, right? So we're talking and talking, the film is playing. And now since I've got half an eye on it, I'm kind of getting the story, or at least part of it, and I'm talking and I'm watching and I'm watching and I'm watching the kids to see how they're reacting, and I'm nervous about this, and we get to the end of the film, dog dies, ghost image of dog on the end of the bed, sleeping peacefully forever. I am at this point openly weeping. Okay, I'm not just sniffling. I'm not just crying. I am great hawing all over the place with tears and snot and the whole thing. And Sherry is just sitting across from me at the table amused because she knew the entire time that this was going to happen, right? She could have predicted this before we put the damn film in. And so she was, all the time I'm watching the girls, she's been watching me. Waiting for the waterworks to start. And sure enough, I am going off like you wouldn't believe it. After 10 minutes of this, the 10-year-old girl sitting on the couch, the sensitive 10-year-old girl, completely dry-eyed, pokes her head up over the back of the couch, looks at me and says, "Dude, are you all right?" Yeah. And that, my friends, is the story of my dog Skip. Have a good day, okay?